You ever heard of making lemonade out of lemons? Well, here at the Kelly family.
You know what I was thinking was ironic? The fact that the only time we have a campfire, because people are like, oh, we go camping every day because we live in an RV.
Right.
The only time we actually camp is when we come back to our house.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's totally true. Because at that point, we sleep on the ground.
Yeah.
We don't have modern conveniences like temperature control.
We actually have water this time.
We do have water this time.
Last time there was no water.
Yeah, we paid the city of Winston-Salem the money we owe them for however many months, and the water is back. So that's good.
I was just mad because we had tenants that, I don't know, they took showers 10 times a day.
A lot.
Because, you know, I included the water as part of the rent. Because you think, oh, water, not a big deal. But it was like crazy how much water those girls. Conserve the water, people. You do not need to shower every day. I'm just saying. If you do shower every day, you don't need to do it twice. You don't need to do it twice a day.
Just look at the
And if you're married, do a shower together. It'll bring you two closer together and it will conserve water.
Right?
Good.
Spread the love.
Can
Right,
I
on that
have
note-
some marshmallows already?
I know, right? On that, yes.
It's actually starting to rain.
So this is how you avoid a dump fee, and you put your I guess it's recycling, because the kids love to have
I want to have some marshmallows, Dad.
right. Kids love the whole marshmallow camp out, cookout
And you
thing.
got the rainbow marshmallows.
Yeah, I couldn't find any blueberry ones because Bea likes the blueberry ones, and they were totally. I know.
But I still love the rainbow
The
ones.
fruity ones should be good. It's the same kind of idea. You're getting a fruity flavoring.
It's still gross, guys.
Rachel, do you even like regular marshmallows?
No, I don't.
So that I'm not really sure why all of a sudden fruity marshmallows are worse than regular marshmallows to you. So we've got a good fire going, and we will.
More beans burning.
Eov did an amazing job. We had a pile of brush that was a little pile that was left over from what we didn't get to do last time, and Eov totally built a fire by himself. It was amazing. Did Cachette help at all?
It was me too.
No.
No, you did not help.
Did you build the fire that Eov was out here by himself? Did you help?
No.
Okay, I'm not sure why you're claiming
I
that.
did help one time though.
Sure, one time at band camp. Got it. Check.
One time I made it myself.
Okay, well this time.
Everybody's after credits, like the contractor.
Can we
Well,
have?
you
Can
know,
I
I
have
really don't.
marshmallow?
Like, I was thinking about how many hours I put into this thing, and it's like,
Dad,
man,
It's
I've
a
already
lot.
made back all
Hey!
those hours. I worked
Yeah.
all
I'm
those
about
hours.
to have-
Yeah, it's a good thing I stole that money from you guys because I worked really hard.
That one I'm not-
Like, here's what I know. Only demolition has been done and not a single
And
thing.
it hasn't even been taken to the dump, which is the other thing.
This is
What?
the
Can
worst.
I have some marshmallows?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right? So only demolition was done and it was never dealt with, so. Oh, so is life on the Colorworld book tour. So,
He's like, it's really sad though. It's like, it's more like pathetic than, like the neighbor, like that's infuriating. But the contractor, it's like, you poor sad man. Like,
well, yeah,
I'm
he's literally an unemployed,
He's a
homeless
child.
man
he doesn't
with
know
no bank account.
how to handle his life. And I would like to point out that he does have a mental illness. And so I think
Start with the
We,
normal one.
we think that there's like no excuse for people to act a certain way.
Mom, can we really
And
start eating
if you have a mental illness and you're not
Mom!
taking care of it,
Mom,
oh my gosh, I'm talking.
it's talking to you.
Shh, don't talk to me.
Really? Can I have some?
That, you know, like it's a big deal and it can really affect your life. And
In
so
a
I find
big
it really
way.
hard to be anything but just pitying or like sad for him, because when we leave, I don't know what's going to happen to him. You know, like, is he going to be out on the street somewhere? Like his truck, if he blows a tire, how's he going to replace it? His tires are like bald on his truck. So I'm just sad about that. And I think as we deal with people, that we need to remember that mental illness is like a real thing.
Very real
And
thing.
so many people have some form of mental imbalance. And it's not that they're bad people. They have a handicap.
And there's not someone in their life
makes-
to
Yeah.
basically keep them accountable and
It's
say,
like, it's being alone. And
right.
he'd actually made the point of like, you know, being alone at night was hard. And a lot of people have said that before, that, you know, that's kind of when like you go off the tracks, is
Bad
when you're
ideas
alone.
happen. Right.
And so it's important to have people around you. So.
It is. That's probably why it's important to have kids.
And honestly, if we were still living here, I would try my best to keep Mike like involved in our lives in some way, because
Yes.
he obviously really needs
Get that
A
somebody.
family.
Yeah,
He needs a family.
somebody. So that's my ramblings. I don't want to talk about the neighbor because I still haven't.
Squared that away.
I'm trying. I'm not like, I don't hold grudges, and I don't have. I'm just like,
Over here.
I'm so
Like, why?
like, what did I do?
Right.
What's that, Pop?
If I had done something, anything, my kids had run in his yard, if like I had damaged his property, like I could maybe wrap my head around.
Except
wanting
the
to do-
tenant did.
And
Remember?
maybe he didn't realize. Well, and that's the thing, that somehow what the tenant did became my fault.
Right. Because
You know?
when Joe was a super jerk face to Mike, a different Mike, and said, "You will fix my girlfriend's window that
Mike
you
is
just
the neighbor.
smashed." Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
basically the tenant made the neighbor pay for a broken window that he broke with his lawnmower, and the neighbor didn't like that and took it out on us. And I don't know if he knew. I kind of wonder, like in the silent ponderings of his heart, if he like
Did he really know that it was going to cost us like
did he know that this was what it
$25,000?
was going to look like? Did he know that he was going to be dealing with us, like pulling up random times every few months to like assess what's going on?
Right.
You know, like, did he know that? I don't know that he did. And so I'm just trying to like
So be careful out there.
accept the best of people and think like, you know, he really had a hard time with the tenant, and somehow this is going to work out for our benefit. Patience, a little bit of carpentry skills, you know.
Yeah, I don't
Brad said today, like, about our contractor, he's just a homeless carpenter. And I was like, well, Jesus was a homeless carpenter. I thought that was kind of funny. Brad's like, well, I don't think
can you help
Jesus
me?
swindled people out of their money.
Help.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we pretty much
Hold the
said
end
that
of it.
Jesus would have been a mechanic too.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Same
two
personality type.
professions that
Yeah.
kind of like everybody can't stand dealing with.
And they get bad rap, a lot of times deservedly so. And then, but a good
I made
carpenter
him
and a good
pull.
mechanic are, like, they're so busy because everyone else has the bad carpenters and the bad
Let me get away from
mechanics.
my head.
And there's just so many more of the bad than there are the good. And so the good ones work until they're dead.
Yeah. But did you mention that the city came out
Mom,
today?
turn it over.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the last video I did
Oh, I
that
didn't know if you had mentioned
the
it.
entire city inspections department came out to our house.
Yeah,
like,
we basically went down there and said, okay, here's
Mom,
where we're
it's
at.
done.
We
Yeah.
found out, that's when we found out everything was, is it done? Is that done enough for you?
Yeah.
That's basically when we found out how much the city knew what was getting done and how much they didn't
which they didn't because they were
know. And they really did have some miscommunication because apparently there was an inspection done and nobody higher up was told that there was an inspection done.
right.
So they were under the impression that nothing was done. And they seem amenable to extending
Yeah,
our
they said
date.
February seems like a very reasonable deadline.
And we
to
brought our
extend.
kids in there. I'm not gonna say that we weren't trying to like emotionally manipulate anybody.
we totally were
But we totally
trying.
were.
Yeah.
But we told our kids, don't do anything but be sad.
Just be sad. If
And
you're gonna
like
be an
as
emotion,
we're walking down the hall, Eof's like, okay, Mom said we can't do anything. Make sure you act sad. And I was like, oh my gosh, don't say anything while we're in
Yeah,
there. Like,
just-
don't say Mom and Dad told us to be sad.
yeah.
No, and it's not really I think you got to add a human aspect to things sometimes.
Right,
You
like
have to
when-
let people know that there are real people involved.
Like when we showed up and we're not just emailing and calling.
Yeah, it's
that-
not like, you know, when you write an email, you're trying to make sure you have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed
Right.
because it's in print
Right.
forever. And so people can quote you back on what you say. And there is a human aspect to dealing with people that you need to let the other person know that you're human,
Right.
which
your life
means
sucks
that
too.
despite the fact that we are so furious at the city for so many reasons, we needed to, you know, apologize for the miscommunication and
Because we didn't
choosing
know
the
how bad
contractor
it
we
was.
did
Right.
and
I
like
have-
fessing up to the things
said,
that we knew
I'm cooking
we should have done better in terms of that. So that way that there's like a measure of humility. People want to deal with you if you're not. If you're combative, just forget about
If you're
it.
a jerk face, if you're arrogant,
I think that like if I were to like tit for tat, we deserve to be angry and upset and to march in there and tell them how it is. But that's not going to get
that's
anybody
definitely
anywhere.
not gonna get us.
Yeah. So we were really careful about like saying, you know, we want to like work with you guys and let's figure this out. And they brought everybody out.
Everybody.
Like everybody.
Like
in
the inspector wasn't here because he's off today, but
He's
his
off.
boss,
his boss, his coworker,
his boss,
his boss's boss.
her boss, yeah, so his boss and then her boss. The only one that's left is the mayor. That's the only guy that's above the people that we had
Yeah.
out at the house today.
So they came out and, you know, we're able to see that we're like in the thick of it and we're trying to get it done. And we'd actually found out like a pretty significant fact about pulling permits that we didn't know before, which if we had finished the project
Under our
name,
permit.
the permit under our name, we would not have been able to sell the house for a year. So there's that benefit of finding that out and being able to correct that before it gets so far that we can bring in a new contractor to have them pull the permit instead so that we can sell the house as soon as it's done. So that was a
Good silver lining.
that was a really
Good
big
silver lining. Yep, it's a big deal.
I'm done talking about permits.
All right. So thank you, everybody.
I gotta put my boy on.
We have got to keep the marshmallow roast going with all of the stuff that needs to be dealt with. So yeah, so thanks everybody. We are making our version of lemonade out of lemons, and we're gonna deal with all the stuff from the demolition, and the kids are burning some awesome marshmallows. And help. So things are, we'll figure it out. We do. If you want to come by and help, there's
Please, if you want to take our kids,
if you want to watch, if you want the Colorworld kids hanging out at your house, any way, shape, or form, you are more than welcome to come help out. So until
yeah, we
then,
got stuff to do, man.
I know so much.
You got a pickup truck. You wheel that stuff to the dump.
Yes. Any way you want to help, you're more than welcome to. All right, we'll see you at the next stop on the Colorworld Bookstore. Nice job, Aya. All right.